on it. Let me just recall a couple of things about our history here, things that are certainly important to me. This was a magnificent stone church and the place where Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt chose to have their church home. Believe it or not, Franklin Roosevelt served as the senior warden. So Carol has a pretty amazing predecessor. If you can imagine the President of the United States having the time to also serve as the senior warden of a church. I think that means both the office of senior warden and the office of president have both changed over time. And then there was the fire in the early 70s set by an arson, and a goodly number of people think that may have to do with the fact that this congregation was known to be in opposition to the Vietnam War at the time. And then maybe one of the great moments in the life of this congregation is that the congregation decided not to build back at that time, but to wait for another time that seemed right. And in the meantime decided that they would offer this piece of land to the surrounding community for their enjoyment and meditation and so on. And that was a noble and wonderful thing to do. And then this neighborhood was hit by the AIDS crisis. And it's hard to remember now that back in the 80s, it was not thought by hardly anyone that being gay was a good thing. Never mind that God would rejoice in God's gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender children. Funeral homes would not embalm us. Physicians would not treat us. Dentists wouldn't fill our teeth. Cemeteries wouldn't accept our bodies. And they were welcome at St. Thomas. It's an astounding thing. When everyone else was running the wrong way, they ran. It's like, they ran into that burning building. And there was a point at which there were so many funerals being done for young gay men who died of AIDS. So many funerals every week. It's just astounding to think that they were able to live through all of that. All of that's to say, the foundation for this place, even though the hole hasn't been dug yet, the foundation was laid a long time ago. And it's a spiritual foundation. And our being here today, yes, is to bless this land, but what blesses this place is what is done in God's name out of this place, right? And that's what it will bless it as we move into the future. We literally stand on the shoulders of spiritual giants who saw a mission to the people in this DuPont Circle area of this nation's capital. And those of us who are proud members here believe that is a mission we still have to this city and to this particular neighborhood. So you bless us by your presence, and together we bless this place as it has been blessed for so many years. And we have great hopes. There were days when we didn't think this day would ever happen. And here we are. And we'll be laying a cornerstone at some point. We will be celebrating various points along this journey. And we hope that you'll pray for us, those of you who are not members of St. Thomas. We hope you'll pray for us. We're on this somewhat like a 2-year journey that is going to end back at this place that we can all love and enjoy and utilize for the glory of God. So thank you for coming. I think God is in this place, as God was in the place that Jacob had the vision of the ladder stretching to heaven. one would like to think that every church, every synagogue, every mosque, every place of worship was one of those places where the ladder extends to God. And so that is our prayer for this place and at this time and into our future. Thank you for being here.
Amen.